but on the ball screen.
Yep.
We're joined now by head coach Lindsay Whalen. And coach, if you'd like to make any opening statements, and then we'll go to questions.
Let's go to questions.
All right, we'll go to John Shipley first.
Hey, Lindsay. It looked like in the first half and in the second half, you guys were just humming, making your shots, and you seemed to get in trouble. Maybe I'm wrong, but the team seemed to get in trouble when they weren't really running the offense. Am I wrong, or is there something to that?
Yeah, I thought that the start this third, we got some really good looks early in the shot clock, and they went, and then.
Yep.
Yes, they stopped going. We, which I wanted us to be aggressive. I knew fast break points were going to be important for us against this team, but then they stopped going. Now they get their press set. They're able, our defense, wasn't as good as it was in the first half, and we rushed a few. But I thought that then we regained it back the last 2 to 3 minutes. We got some stops, and we were able to. Run our offense once we did get stops, and I thought the last 2-3 minutes we ran through what we needed to get to, and we were able to finish out the game. But though some of those shots go, you're up 18-19, they don't go, and then they get run out the other end. They get some more boards, they start to play a little more of their style in the second half, and but overall it's a win.
Go to Kent Youngblood with the next question. Kent, are you on mute?
Sorry about that. You just mentioned it a couple of minutes ago about them being able to get their full court pressure set. That's something a lot of teams are doing to you guys, and at times it's been pretty effective. What do you see in there?
It's a little bit of us not getting stops and taking it out every time, and then teams can get it set. So we got to just continue to work and be better. And we worked on our press offenses for 2 days leading up, and I thought we got some some really good execution, and other times just not as effective. So we'll continue to learn from it and watch. But I'm focused on the fact that we won. So yeah, let's clean up the press. We know Rutgers is going to do that in a few games. Maybe we'll see. Wisconsin beats Ohio State, so we'll see how what they did to beat them, and we'll just be ready for it every game.
Thanks, Ken. We'll go to Tony Liebert next.
In your last 2 games, you kind of let your opponents stick around a little bit. Do you think that killer instinct to put them away is something that you can teach?
I mean, we lost our last 2 and 1 today. So we got to focus on winning our games right now. I mean, killer instinct. Yeah, we'll continue to work, but I mean, we had a 3-game win streak, lost to a couple really good teams. Today was get the win, and we did that. So yeah, of course you want to, we get up in the 20s, you want to extend it to, however, but we still won by 10. And it's a team that's learning how to do that. You got to go through, a season and ups and downs and things to figure those things out. But ultimately we won. And that's all that matters.
We're back to John.
Can you shoot more? I mean, you guys were on fire in the first half. I think you were hitting 62% at one point. Can you shoot not 62%, but is this a team that could shoot much better like that? Is that something you think you can see more?
62 is pretty good. I'd take 62%, but as it is, we shoot 48 for the game. If you get close to 50, that's where you want it. So, we've worked on our shooting a lot. We worked on our offensive execution a lot. And I thought we go 11 for 25 from 3. Everybody's working on it every day. So, it's, for us, it's, we shoot 20 for 23 from the free throw line. So I feel like we shot it pretty well.
I guess that's what I was saying. You obviously shot it very well. Is that something it sounds like you work on it and you expect to see more. I mean, you didn't take bad shots either in that first half. It seemed like everything was going just about as well as possible.
Yeah, I think at one point, 10 of 15 of our made shots in the first half were assisted. We finished with 20 assists for the game, which is always our goal. A few turnovers in the second half, which we would want to have back, but still in the plus assist to turnover. So we were moving it well, had some really good possessions, and I thought, I like the looks we got.
Back to Kent.
What's the is Diva getting any closer to maybe getting back in there, and how close to 100% do you think Jazz was?
Jazz looked pretty good. Jazz looked pretty good today. I thought, I thought she's probably not 100%, but she's pretty close. I thought she looked really good. Diva is getting closer as well. Diva was able to go through a few things today and shoot around, and so we'll see another day of therapy and everything tomorrow, and then we'll see for this weekend. I hope to have her for this weekend. That'd be big for us.
Got time for a couple more for Coach. We'll go back to Tony.
Sara obviously played very well in the second half. What does that kind of tell you about her character, that she was able to just completely forget a rather disappointing first half, I guess?
I thought she played a pretty good floor game in the first half. Shots weren't falling. Shots come and go. I thought she played well within. Maybe had one turnover early that she'd like to have back, but she draws 5 fouls. Gets herself to the line, and it's 20 in the second half. I like the shots she got in the first half. Maybe 1 or 2 rushed, but I liked the shots she got, and overall, really happy with how she played the whole game. And then in the second half, shots started to fall for her. So it's just tough kid, comes back in the second half and ends up having a really good game.
Any other questions for Coach?
Yeah,
Go ahead,
real
John.
quick, is Borovitz hurt? Did she play in the second half?
She played she played a little bit in the second half, not as
Okay.
much obviously as the first, but
Okay.
she did play, so she's
Okay.
she's
She's
fine.
all right. Gotcha.
What was the thinking with Mershawn back? I think she got a second start tonight. Is she just good in practice, or what was the thinking there?
Yeah, I thought she had a good couple days of practice, and thought she earned the start. And talking about better starts of halves have been big for us, and I thought that both starts of first half, first quarter and third quarter were good for us. But she's had a couple really good days of practice, and thought she did some good things.
Do one more for Coach if anyone has it. Okay, thanks for joining us, Coach.
Yeah, thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Lindsay.
We'll have either Sara or Jasmine here joining us shortly.
Covering it from the luxury of your home, huh, John?
Hey, Sara, can you hear us okay?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll go ahead and start with questions. We'll go to John Shipley first.
So I'm thinking of the way you guys started the third quarter, which obviously everyone used to was talking about before. That seemed to me the way you guys came. I think you hit 4 3-pointers there, and 3 of them were from you. When that happens, do you feel like this could be us all the time, or a lot of the time?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, this game was definitely our best game coming out of halftime. And I mean, that was our big key in halftime that coach was talking about, was just like starting out strong. And I think this was a good start for us, and we just got to keep it going for the next couple games for sure.
Go to Kent Youngblood.
Yeah. What do you think the Illini were able to do to kind of change the tempo of the game in the second half? Was it all about them getting their full court pressure going?
Yeah, I think we definitely struggled early on with their press and just turning the ball over, but eventually, we got a hang of it. And I just think definitely all boards, we had to limit them on the offensive boards down the stretch better. But I mean, in the end, we kind of got the press figured out, and so it went well from there.
John, did you have another question for Sara?
So, you're watching the game and you guys are up by 29 and all of a sudden it's down to 7 in the last 30 seconds or something. But your coach was like, we won by 10. So would you come out of that game like, yeah, this was a really good game for us? Or do you come out like, well, it got kind of dicey? I mean, what's the takeaway here?
Yeah, I mean, I think this was definitely like a good learning game for us. I mean, we can live with it because obviously we won. But I mean, we're gonna watch film in especially the second half and what we can get better at and how they got the lead so close, and just learn and improve from there.
And did you have another one for Sara?
How do you shake off a scoreless first half when you're getting shots, they're not falling, and just keep going? I mean, I think you scored all 20 of your points in the second half.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was definitely just like my teammates and coaches just telling me to like keep shooting, keep having confidence. And obviously my teammates found me in the second half and started hitting shots. So I think it was just confidence for me and just keep playing my game.
Any other questions for Sara? Okay, thanks for joining us, Sara. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Sara.
Thanks.
And we will have Jasmine Powell here joining us shortly. Hey, Jazz, can you hear us okay?
Yeah.
Great. We'll go ahead and open up for questions. John, did you want to go first?
Hi, Jasmine. So I was just telling Sara that, after watching that game and you guys go up by 29, we were kind of all asking your coach what happened in the second half. And she essentially said, who cares? We won by 10. Is that what you take away from? I mean, you guys built such a lead, it didn't matter. But do you feel like, well, that was too close, or what do you take coming out?
I definitely feel like it was too close. When you come out and you're beating a team like that, it's supposed to stay that way the entire game. We definitely let our foot off the gas, and we didn't really sell out on rebounding, and that was what really hurt us, is their second chance points. They got feet in paint. We fouled them a lot, and then we weren't converting. We were taking quick shots on the offensive side, and we weren't really playing with a lot of poise down the stretch. And I think that really hurt us. And I think that's something that we need to work on and take from this game.
Kent?
Yeah, the full court pressure has at times been a problem for you guys this year. They were able to kind of change the whole momentum and pace of the game tonight with that. What's it going to take, do you think, for that to, not to be an issue going forward? Because you got a team coming up in Rutgers is going to do that the whole game.
I just think that we need to be on the same page. We did a lot of standing. We knew that they were going to trap, and we kind of just watched them trap our teammate. And that can't happen. We need people flashing to the ball. We need people wanting to break the press. We need people on the same page. And in the future, we just need to work on kind of having everybody up. I liked when at the end of the game we did 4 across, where we kept getting our forward the ball and just getting it in that way, not letting them trap us because they were following us. So I think that's something that we need to do more is incorporate everybody and make sure that they're not able to trap us, especially playing Rutgers, who are very aggressive.
John, did you have another one for Jasmine?
Yeah, is this, can you put this in a whole? You've now won, I guess you could say 4 of 6. You had a couple rough losses, but can you still see a big picture of improvement there?
Absolutely. The way we came out in this game is probably the best we've ever came out against the team. And that's something that we're absolutely applauding and that we're being positive about. I mean, a win is a win, like Coach Way said. Obviously, we have things to learn about in every game that we play that we're going to take and try to improve on. But a win is a win, and we definitely have to keep moving forward.
And did you have another one for Jazz?
No, I did not.
Does anyone else have one for Jasmine? Okay, we'll wrap it up there. Thanks very much for joining us,
Thank you,
Jasmine. We
Jasmine.
appreciate it.
Thank you.
We'll have the audio and video recordings of the press conference up on Virtual Press Box here in a little bit. Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, Carl.